Hey, good Thursday morning. I've got July the 3rd, 2025. Ken Arizona here, Vista, California. On my YouTube channel, over 2,000 videos. I don't know how I did it. I've been talking baseball. I like baseball history. I have a history degree from the University of California, San Diego, a Bachelor of Arts degree. So history has been a passion of mine. But you know what's interesting? Not just political history, U.S. presidents, our country's history, and not just world history, going back as far as we can and looking at all the historical achievements. But you know, there's another kind of history that's fascinating: baseball history. And we're going on 150 plus years. Did you know that football and basketball don't have as long a history as baseball? In fact, among all the major sports, football, basketball, you got soccer, tennis, golf, how many sports history can you look at that cover over 150 years? Baseball is one of them. I think golf has a long history. But football, when did that get going? I think it was after the 20th century, right? Where baseball, you have the 19th century. Basketball, same thing. They got the leagues going, what is it, 1940s, 1947 or whatever, the NBA? And maybe before that, there were some games played. So it's 20th century for basketball and football. But in baseball, it goes back to the 19th century, the 1800s. So on my YouTube channel, I've been looking at all aspects of baseball: records, accomplishments, players, teams. I've been focusing lately on players 300 or better career batting average. This video, Don Mattingly, 14-year career, 1982 through 1995. He's not in the Baseball Hall of Fame, and I have to ask the question, why? Because I've looked at his stats. Pretty impressive. Did you know that he had 3 seasons, 200 hits? 2 seasons, 100 runs scored or more. 5 seasons, 100 or more RBIs. And he had 5 seasons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 seasons, 300 or more total bases. He has a career batting average, 307. He has a batting title. He had some pretty good years. But the one thing that puzzles me is it's only 14 years. He started at age 21 and he stopped at age 34. Why? Injuries? Something happened? I don't know the full story. But let's look at his career. Okay. 21 years old in 1982, a rookie, only 7 games, 13 plate appearances. He got 2 hits. So he was maybe called up, got into a couple games. 7 games. Second year, 91 games. 79 hits, bats 283. Third year, he breaks out. 153 games, 91 runs scored. He gets 207 hits in his third season. 207. 44 doubles, 23 homers, 110 RBI. First season, 100 RBI. Bats 343 his third season and wins the batting title. And he gets 324 total bases. Good year. Fourth year, 1985. He's playing for the New York Yankees. 159 games. So he missed 3. But he gets his 107 runs scored his first season over 100. He goes 211 hits, 2 years in a row over 200. 48 doubles, 35 homers, 145 RBIs. He leads the league. I like it. Second season over 100 RBIs. He bats .324, 2 years in a row, 300. And he goes 370 total bases. 2 years in a row, 300 or better. Good production. In fact, in the 1985 season, Don Mattingly goes 5 for 5. What do I mean? If you don't know what I mean, I've talked a lot about it in my previous videos. What is 5 for 5 to me? 5 categories. Can you do these numbers? 100 runs scored. Don Mattingly, 107. 200 hits, second category. Don Mattingly, 211. Third category, 100 RBIs. Don Mattingly, 145. Fourth category, 300 or better batting average. Don Mattingly, 324. And the fifth category, 300 or more total bases. 5 categories. Don Mattingly goes 370. He goes 5 for 5 in his 4th season in the league. I like it. So you have to take note. This guy can hit 145 RBIs. His 5th season, 25 years old. 162 games, plays every game. What does he do? 117 runs scored. 2 years in a row, 100. 238 hits. 3 years in a row, 200 hits. 53 doubles. Leads the league. 31 homers, back-to-back 30 home run campaigns, 113 RBIs. That's 3 years in a row, 100 RBIs. He bats .352. 3 years in a row, 300. How about this? .573 slugging. He gets 388 total bases. 5 for 5, 2 years in a row. Those 5 categories I talked about, right? 100 runs scored, 200 hits, 100 RBIs, 300 batting average, and 300 total bases, those 5 categories. He's done it 2 years in a row. Surpassed all those numbers. I like it. 1987. 141 games. Gets the 93 runs scored. So he stops the string of 100 run scored seasons. In fact, he only has 2 in his career. That category I wish was better. I wish he had more 100 run scored seasons. He only had 2. 186 hits, good production. 30 homers, that's the 3rd year in a row over 30. 115 RBIs, that's 4 years in a row, 100 RBIs. Bats .327, that's 4 years in a row, 300 or better. He goes 318 total bases. That's 4 years in a row, 300 total bases. Here's the question I asked up to this point. 6 years in the league for Don Mattingly. Is he on Hall of Fame track? Yes. These numbers, 100 runs scored, 200 hits, 100 RBIs, 30 homers, 300 batting average better, and 300 total bases. He's being consistent. See, if a player does it once or twice, has a really good year, and then he plays 20 years, you can't really consider him for the Hall of Fame because he's just a 1 or 2 time doing it. But when you have a player doing it multiple seasons, and you do it in a row, you have to look at him. That's 1987. 1988. This will be his 7th season. 94 runs scored. So he goes back-to-back 90-plus. 186 hits. He duplicates what he did the year before. He had 186 the year before. 18 homers, so he drops from 30 to 18. Gets 88 RBIs, so he breaks his string of 4 seasons in a row, 100 RBIs. But he does bat .311, which makes 5 years in a row, 300. He gets 277 total bases. 1989, he's 28 years old. Let's look at it. 158 games, good, but only 79 runs scored. I wonder what happened, because he played 158 games. Where's the 100 runs scored season? Only 79. But I like the hit production, 191. 23 homers. He gets 113 RBIs. That's 5 times 100 RBIs. 303 batting average. I like it. I got to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 seasons in a row, 300. I like that. See, you can do the multiple seasons and you do it in a row. 300, 303. He gets 301 total bases. That'll be the 5th time. 300 or more total bases. So the 1980s, from 1982 to 1989, Don Mattingly is producing. So when he enters the 1990s, he plays 6 more years, from 1990 to 1995. And I'm disappointed in what happened. He was on a Hall of Fame track, but all of a sudden something happened, starting with 1990 season. And I'm going to get into that in the next video. I'm out.